vinyl update. Got quite a bit in the last 2 weeks or so that have been coming in. Some local, some auctions, some pre-ordered stuff. So I'm just going to get into it and start with a couple things here. First is the this is a promo, Blue Murder promo for the first album with I think it's Tolium, how do you say it? Tolium and Riot. Tolium, as far as the way the lyrics sound, it's just about the astronomer or whatever he was, something like that. But it's really cool because it's on this is from '89, I think. I don't know. A blue transparent color. Very cool single. Come by that. Of course, I had to pick it up. I do like the 12-inch singles. I do pick them up all the time. Next on an album I've been wanting, I paid a lot of money for it, and I'm not very happy with. Is Deliverance's new, well, I guess latest reissue, Stay of Execution. Deliverance is one of my favorite Christian metal band in a sense. But I mean, it came all jacked up. I mean, you can't see the corner. The corner was all bent in. I kind of flattened it out a little bit. And then I noticed, which I didn't take it out of the shrink yet because there's also a break tear in the binding, but it's right across the damn name. And this was a $40 album, so I'm pissed about that. I contacted the seller, the label. I asked him, I said, hey, I just need a replacement cover. Apparently it was sold out. So I went back to where I got it from, and they want me to send it back and just get a refund, but there's only 200 of these pressed, so I don't want to not have one. And if you're telling me it's sold out, it's sold out. But I went back to where I got it from, and I decided to try and see if I could buy another one. And you could buy another one, so I don't know why he was telling me it was sold out. So I'm not very happy with that. And this is the third time I had a problem. This is 3 times that I've had a problem. Every order I've ordered from this person, I've had a problem. It's just annoying. Actually, I'm going to tear it off now. I mean, they're very limited run vinyl, and we're paying a lot of money for these things. This shit should be spot on, you know what I mean? And you're responsible for getting it to me safely. So I don't bitch that much. It's hard to really, you're not going to really see it, but it's torn. It's torn through. It's flapped up. I mean, it's right across the goddamn name. So that's what pisses me off the most. I mean, it even went through the nice sleeve too, and the box is perfectly fine. So this was having to happen pre-ship. Looks like somebody probably dropped it or something, because the same side that that bump is, that's where the tear is. So I don't bitch about much when it comes to that, but that's a $40 album should not come that way. Anyway, it's on a random vinyl or random color vinyl. I don't know what you would call this. Purple, lavender, marble, whatever you call it. It's got all kinds of colors in there. Black, a little bit of red, a little bit of white, a little bit of gray. I don't know what you would call it. But annoying, anyhow. And it's hard because I can't say I don't want to send it back for a refund because I don't want to not have one. And then of course next, I got this in the same day. And this was jacked up. Anyway, it's the, as you can see, the sleeve they had it stuck in, it's something stuck across to that. Now I'm not too concerned about this because it's a picture disc and it's not a big deal, but it's still a collector's item. And you know, the card's all bent up and shit, so I don't know how the hell that happened. But it's a picture disc of Overkill, and it has Field of Fire and Rotten to the Core. And it's numbered out of 999. This is the actual disc, 10-inch disc. Not really much on the back, but the symbol, the character. That's pretty cool, and it's really dark. I mean, it's really hard to see. Camera probably picks it up better, but kind of got lights out because it's such a wicked glare today. Next, I was at Walmart, and I'm a sucker for orange vinyl. And I seen this, and I know these are becoming hard to find, which I don't understand, but it's the remaster from this year, or reissue rather, of Kiss. Oh my God, Destroyer Resurrected. It's a Walmart exclusive. It comes on orange vinyl, which I will show you. And there's a Walmart exclusive tag, or orange, how some of you guys say it. And then the vinyl is a transparent orange. I just grabbed the vinyl. But it's got a really nice matte-ish cover, which I really like a lot. That's what caught my eye. It looked good. Comes with this 4-page fold out. It's like $23. I mean, that's not bad. I don't have the vinyl period because all the OG copies I find are just destroyed. So that was nice to find. Walmart has a lot of exclusive things I found out that I didn't know about. Next is the album. I'm actually holding up my my tops of 2019 vinyl because I listened to this album online. It's so damn good. I'm like, I gotta have it in my top. I mean, I have to. So I decided to hold off and order this, and it's Pretty Maids, Undress Your Madness. This is a great album. It's like every time I listen to it, or now, I play it like 5 times in a row the day I got it. Their last 2 releases have been phenomenal. It's got that modernized sound. I mean, it's not like the old 80s sound like Future World was. Future World is still and will always be my favorite album by them. I just like the vocals he did in there, the changing of a couple songs where it was like 3 different people singing. But awesome. Great little piece. I just had to have it. I have to have them all, but can't do that. Generic black vinyl. Nothing fancy on this. Alright, next is an album, a reissue coming from No Light Till Metal. I'm always going to do that. No Light Till Metal, and that's one of us, Scott Waters' label. There's another reissue of a Banshee album. This is remastered as well, but it's taken by storm. Their second full album, third release. And this one comes on the first, you can get 50 of them came on this blue vinyl. Blue, semi-transparent blue vinyl. So 50 of those, and then 250 of them are black vinyl, which I have to get the black vinyl too eventually. But great Midwest hair metal. After this album, they kind of changed to more of a power metal, and they changed singers and got better, which rarely ever happens. The killer stuff. And these guys are actually from not my hometown. My hometown's Philadelphia, but I've been here 21 years, so this is my hometown now. They're from Kansas City originally. Next is a Dead Daisies, Cocked and Loaded, Locked and Loaded, Cocked, Loaded, whatever. This is a bunch of cover songs essentially. Half of it's recorded, half of it's live. But it has Midnight Moses, which is a great song. Evil, which is an awesome song. They do a killer job. Fortunate Son, Join Together, Helter Skelter, Bitch, American Band, Revolution, Rockin' in the Free World, Highway Star. All of them are very good. I'm not a covers person, but I like this band. I like Doug Aldrich, the guitar player. I think he's been the main. Him and Dean Castronado are, I think, the main stays in that band. It had John Corabi for most of his career. Now it's got not Ian Gillan. Ian Gillan. I forget who's in there now. Not a fan of him, but it's in there. And it comes lyric side, which is weird. You usually don't get lyrics when you order when you get a covers album. It comes with a CD. SPV always adds a CD, and they're super cheap. This album was like 15 and change. So I know it can be done. And for people who shell out more for vinyl, a CD should be thrown in there, in my opinion. but that's just me. I'm just getting a little tired of the excessive amounts of vinyls being charged for when I know what it costs. Really cool black, reds, a little bit transparent with black marble. Looks kind of like their last one a little bit, but it's a real fun album. Oh, that's not new, that's for a buddy. That's not new, that's for a buddy. And this is a local find, and I don't have this album, so it was great to find it in good condition, which is I never find. But let me get rid of this real quick. Jesus Christ. A little bitchy today. Alright, so this is Black Sabbath's Born Again. This is, that's why I'm thinking of Ian Gillan. I think it is Ian Gillan on Dead Daisies. It's the only album with Ian Gillan. This is a cross between Dio and Tony Martin. Really cool, you know. We all know this album, but it's a gold stamp promo as well, which is even cooler. Do I chase promos? No, but I seem to find a ton of them, and they're cool to have because it's a better press of the record because it's coming off first. But it's an album I didn't have. It's in great shape, especially for a promo, and so there you go. And it's just on, I'm just going to show you the label. There's the label. For some reason it has like Exile recordings on there, which I don't know what that's about, but I thought that was cool. It was fairly cheap. I mean, 18 bucks, a little higher for that, but it's a promo. I shelled out for that. And I found that, and I found this, and one other thing. And I found this, which I've been dying to find, but I know this album I should find in the wild. And I've seen one that was completely trash, and they wanted $24. But I finally found the first Udo, or however you say it, Udio. I say Udo. It's fucking Udo. That's his name. That's what I'm calling it. Animal House. Animal House. Yeah. Very just like Accept, basically. A little more hair metal style, I guess you could say. But it's in fantastic shape. Fantastic shape. And there it is, the lyrics. At this point in my life, I cannot read that, especially since I have vision issues. And on the old flimsy style vinyl, which I prefer, less weight on stuff. Next, I got this there as well that day. It's a cool little find. This is a 12-inch single of Def Leppard's Rock of Ages. This is a UK Vertigo press. I think this might be a UK only thing, but it's here. And that yellow is actually in it. It's not stains or anything. Like it kind of looked like it to me at first. And it's just a cardboard top sleeve. And then there is the Vertigo label, which I'm a big fan of Vertigo. It's just one of those labels like Enigma. Just what labels always caught me. Right, next, we're going to go with this since it's already open. Next is the reissue of Michael Sweet's singer of Stryper, his first solo album from 1994. 94. It's soft rock, AOR-ish. Has a bit of a Bon Jovi vibe in some places, but it's Michael Sweet. I love Stryper. I love his voice. I love his guitar playing. Still a very good album. But his solo albums then compared to now, they progressively got to where they are, and the last two have sounded like Stryper albums. But really cool to have this on vinyl for the first time. Somehow I missed. He pressed 500 copies. The first 500, the first 100, you could get autographed and numbered. I don't know how I missed it because I get all kinds of notifications from there, and I missed that. And then the other 200, I can't remember. The first 100 were signed and numbered. Then there was an even amount, 200, 250 of the others that either came in black or came in the red and black thing. So cool. Just a generic inner sleeve, lyrics which are not readable, and information. Alright, next is, I'm really, really happy to get this. This was just reissued. Alone Again Records, what's it, Heaven and Hell Records is where I found it. The black sold out quick, but the black and then this color were the same pressing, so 250 and 250. I'm like, well, I'm going to take the color on this one because it's badass. But this is a super, this is high on my OG want list, and it's called something else. But it's a super nice pressing. Anyway, it comes with a sticker. Comes with a glossy, I don't know what that is, 5x7 Gibraltar, and it's hand numbered out of 250, as the black is, and it's early hair metal. It's on the metal side of hair metal. A little bit of touch of AOR in there. Everybody had a soft song, but really, really happy. The OG is going for at least $100 right now, and I can count on one hand how many I paid albums I paid $100 for. But very, 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 very good. I don't know how these guys, and it's from like what, 87? Yeah. I don't know how these guys didn't hit. This is, I mean, it's a very, very good album. Very, very good vocalist. I mean, the guitar players are good. The guitar player, nobody ever did anything. This is all they did, which I don't understand. And there's the inner, got a nice inner, and the lyrics are readable. The front of it's a little pixelated, which is alright, but the original was kind of like that too, so maybe they went for that. This kind of reminds me of something Scott would do. I mean, it's clean, it looks good. It's got better than that though. And then it comes on this wicked ass, I mean, it's pretty. Yellow and black vinyl. That's pretty. And I'm not a big, I mean, I know I get a lot of colored vinyl. I buy vinyl, the pressing is according to what is limited. Because there is value that way. I mean, if you buy something that's only 50 out of 50, you know, in the future, when you kick it or you have major medical or whatever, and you leave it to your kids or whatever, and they don't want it, they sell it off. It's an investment. It really is. Sounds silly, but it really is. As long as you're not paying exorbitant amounts. But I think it was like $5 more. But it's cool. It looks cool. But if the black, what I've learned now is a lot of the black vinyl is becoming the shorter press, which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. But then they charge you more for that. All right, here's when my OCD kicks in. I got this on the black vinyl, and then I happened to come across not one copy, but 2 copies of the Winger Music on Vinyl reissue from last year, pull. These are on, it says limited edition orange and yellow mixed. I'll show you the color in a minute. They're red, they look red. I don't know if they mean there's a yellow version. I've never seen a yellow version. But anyway, this press period is only out of $7.50. They go for pretty good money, and I got them probably together. I pay what they actually go for, but I couldn't turn one down. When I seen the other, I had to take that one too, because you don't see them in the States. So, and then I'll show you one of them. So I had to grab them. It's a big good trader because it's a high dollar, or if I'm feeling particularly giving that day, it'll be VCLT or somebody. But they're hand numbered, I mean, they're press numbered out of 750. This is 476. I think that one's like 458. So they're close in numbers as well. I know I showed my black one before, but pretty cut and dry, no inner, nothing. It's just a release. But I mean, I guess it's orange. It's an orangey red color. But I have not seen the yellow. So if anybody's seen the yellow or has a yellow, and would like to trade me for that one, they go for the same price. Don't matter. I'll be happy to do that. Maybe even add a little bonus in there for you. All right, next is another album, Slave Raider. Take the World by Storm, right? Yep. What's this? 87. I can't read. 87, 88 in that era. These guys came out of the woodwork. If you remember Zodiac Warp Mine, kind of the same thing, but these guys are more on the hair metal side, the gritty AC/DC kind of metal. Not AC/DC, but in that grittier vibe. Take the World by Storm. Great. I mean, fantastic copy. And I got this off one of the auctions online. No inner. I'm just going to show you. It's black vinyl. I'm just going to show you the Jive label. So really cool to find that too. Finally, a little more than I wanted, but let's go with this next. Next, I got. I opened it, but it was a sealed copy of Gorky Park's Bang Bang. I forget what it's called. No, it's self-titled. The big song was Bang Bang in the Moscow Peace Festival at the time. That's where they became popular. I'm not going to take the shrink off right now, but it's got the pipe sticker. It was sealed. I opened it myself to check, to make sure the vinyl wasn't bent up, wasn't warped on mercury. Everybody should know that album. Then we got a really cool one. This is my last one I need for this band, and this is almost, I hate to use the word mint, but it's close to it. It was fun to find in the wild here. And then Zoetrope's Life of Crime, right? Life of Crime. I've got the other one, so now I got both of theirs on vinyl. And this is kind of cool because it has a Zeppelin-ish, kind of falls in there. But it's also a gold stamp promo as well. And take all this shit out of here real quick, guys. Still has the very minty, look at that, as crisp as it can be. It still has like a little bit of a shine on it. Minty order form. I actually don't know what this is. I didn't see this. Oh shit, I didn't see this in there. It's the actual poster. How about that? That's funny, I didn't even see that in there. It's the second time I bought an album I've gone through it and didn't see. That's badass. Hey. And here's the inner lyrics, but fuck, I couldn't even read them back then. They were small error. And this is from like 86, 87 again. I can't read it. Very good thrash speed metal band. More on the speed side. It comes on the camo combat label with gray on gray. Really cool to find that, and find it as a promo is pretty cool as well. All right, next. A sealed copy, although I did open it again to check it. That's the biggest fucking punch hole I've ever seen in my life, but I don't care. It's Raven's Nothing Exceeds Like Excess. Love Raven. Such an underrated band too. I don't know why they weren't bigger. It's kind of like Dirty Looks. It's just such a good band, and they just never caught on for some reason. So I'm not going to take that off right now. Here's the sleeve. Yeah, this is all like the catalog on the actual sleeve, and then that felt worked. Now it's just really thin. On the combat label again. Alright, next we got I got all kinds of shit here. I'm going to go with this next. I'll save that for this. Another sealed copy. I find these a lot too. Banshee's original EP. I have a radio promo copy of this, but this is, it's still on I opened it just to check the vinyl. It is minty fresh. It's a little bit around the corner, so not mint, PG, but beautiful copy. And it comes on the original metal blade. Always fun to find the sealed. Promos I find without even, like this happens, like I'll buy them sometimes and not even realize it, and I'll go to look them over, and when I'm there and stuff. Alrighty, so. Next is a 25-year, at the time, this from 2016, reissue, collector's edition, silver, Take Another Bite by Shanghai, an early, very early 90s hair metal band, as you can see. Very good album. I've got the CD. They reissued. First 100 were supposed to be autographed. Apparently they went over that, from what I understand. He went over that, the singer. But they actually put out a new song a little while ago, and I just love this album. It's a good album. I was shocked. I didn't even know it came out on vinyl. One of the people I buy from had a couple of them. I'm like, yeah, I want that. And it came on a few different colors as well, and I'm happy I got the orange kind. It's like a peach with orange inside of it. But a fantastic album. It's getting harder to find. It's about $30, but I mean, it's a private press essentially, repress. So really cool to find that. All right, next is Rodrigo and Gabriela. And this is, they're a Spanish guitar duo. I think they're married as well. And this came out on Record Store Day. It's an EP. They do cover songs of metal songs. So they released some metal songs. I think they did one other one. And this came out on Record Store Day, Christmas, Black Friday. I may have shown this. I have it sealed, so I may have shown it. But they do a cover of Battery, Metallica, Seasons in the Abyss, Slayer, and Holy Wars, Punishment Due, which is fantastic. All of it's very good. It's all acoustic, it's all Spanish guitar, and that's all it is. But they complement, they play so well together, and it's really, really cool. Called the Metal EP. By the way, if you guys like these MoFi things, I replied to a Facebook group thing about this. MoFis, I love MoFis, but they're really expensive. So I've been trying to find alternatives that are cheaper. For a while I was using Invest in Vinyl. They were really nice too, but they were a little bit flimsier than MoFi were. And I happened across these, and they're, what do they call it? Square Deal Recording and Supplies. These are stiffer than the actual MoFis. And I get them on Amazon for $24 for 100. You're usually paying about 20 to 24 for 50. So if you guys check that out, it's called Square Deal Recording and Supplies. I like them. I've been using these all the time. I mean, they're stiffer. I mean, when you go to slide them in, they stay stiff. They don't bend over. So really nice. And I think they're out of Japan, the company. And no, I obviously didn't clean. I played it, so it's dirty. All right, so and I'll show you that. And it's actually got an etching on the side, but it's going to be so hard to see. It's basically the album cover with the. I don't know if it's going to show. I can't. I'm trying to use my regular camera on here because it has a better picture when I'm down here. I can't figure out the lighting down here, so. And then, oh, I got two more. Shit. I'll go with this next. I got Annihilators. This came up really cheap on Amazon, like 15 bucks again. Annihilators, Suicide Society. This is kind of one of their different albums, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's not as heavy as most of their albums. And, you know, when you buy from Amazon, you never know what you're going to get. I mean, sometimes they don't say it's color, but this actually turned out to be the color version, which is really cool. Their side. And it's on this dark blue, really nice blue color. And I remember there was only two colors, black and blue. It may have been yellow, but I think the blue is a tough one to find, so that was pretty cool. I don't think there's anything in it. There's a download card. If anybody, you guys like Annihilator and want a download card, let me know and I'll send you the code. Next is one of my little favorite bands out of Florida. They've gotten better and better. Although another issue with what I ordered. I've got a poster for this too over there, but I'm not going to go grab it right now. It's a poster of the album cover. Anyway, this is a Seven Kingdoms, and it's called Empty Eyes. I think it's Empty Eyes, right? Yeah, Empty Eyes. This is a Florida. I can't categorize them because at one point they were like power metal, but they had a little bit of that symphonic bit to them, and they're kind of going more towards that 80 metal, hair metal-ish, still metal though. Really good guitar playing. It's like 80s, out of the 80s looking thing, first edition, and hand numbered, or yeah, no, they're not hand numbered, but they're numbered out of 250. This is 101. But it was supposed to come autographed by the band. It did not. So I've been in contact, haven't heard anything back. So there's that. It's a 10-inch vinyl, by the way, and it comes on this really cool purple with splatter inside of it, red, orange. I don't know. I can't really see the colors. But fantastic. This is their best release yet, and I think it's like mostly CDs. The other vinyl is super expensive they have. But most of the stuff is on CD that I have, and I think I'm missing one CD at this point. But this is their best release so far, and this is like, I think their 6th or 7th release. They have a few EPs, but I think they were on Napalm or Central Media last time, but I don't think they did so well. And they talked about it on their Facebook that they'd rather do it themselves, and that's what they did. This is all self-financed again. And again, when you support bands that way, it's always a little more expensive. And I don't mind that, because I like when bands get as much money as they can. And these guys are really good with the fans as well. 7 Kingdoms. It says 7 there, but it's spelled 7. Empty Eyes. Their new song is called Monster. It's really good. Empty Eyes is a great song. The video has like an 80s vibe to it. And then lastly, like I said, there's nothing really like super expensive here. This is pretty good fun. I got this really cheap. It's when I need it, and that's Overkill's. My God, from the underground and below. How did I know that? No, it's super fantastic pressing. I think it's a Nuclear Blast reissue. Yeah, it's a Nuclear Blast reissue, and there's the thing and the ridiculous lyrics, and there's the that height color sticker. I do put those stickers on the sleeves if I can, but I won't block anything. Like, I just find spots if I can, but if I can't find like a clean spot, then I put it on an all paper sleeve just so I have it, or if I can't get it off the plastic, I just take it off and stick it in there. But I have to have the hype sticker too. Yeah. Good album. It's funny because essentially all their stuff sounds the same. I mean, they're one of the bands that stayed their patterns, stayed their formula, which I love. I need to try now. Which I love, but there are better albums in the catalog. And I actually think they've gotten better in the last 10 years than they were in that middle stage. I still love the early stuff, Feel the Fire. All that's still my favorite stuff. It's just hard not to be. I know a lot of people's favorite album is Years of Decay. It's not my favorite album. Mine is Feel the Fire. I like the earlier albums. This is how the raw, the not overproduced. Anyway, Overkill. Yapping. This is gonna be a 30-minute video again. That's pretty much my trend. I got too much shit coming in, and it's on black vinyl. Nothing special, like I said, but it's becoming hard to find. So, especially for as cheap as I got it. That was a cool find. Anyway, guys, there's that. My next video is probably going to be, will be my top. I think I'm going to do top 19 of 2019. I could do 50, but I don't want to do that because I have a few albums I want to do as a side note as tops because it's not metal. I know usually I mix them in, but there's too many good albums in the metal this year that I didn't want to bump them for some blues. So I'm going to do my top few blues and a couple of honorable mentions because they were EPs or something like that. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon.